Efficiency comes from pulling out the interpersonal interactions. The efficiency comes from pulling out the interpersonal interactions. What does that mean? Things are getting easier because they're moving the human component out of the equation. What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go. What's going on, fellas? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now. And I know each and every last one of y'all is out there doing the doggone thing. As always, visit blackfathersnow.com. Yo, I'm interested in coming and speaking to your group, your school, your summer program, your church. 2 speaking verticals. One, all things fatherhood and manhood, specifically Black fatherhood, but I can definitely speak to, all things fatherhood. But then there's another speaking vertical that I have. It's called Double Down on You. So I have a workshop and various speaking topics, but it's all about helping individuals, whether it be, teens, young adults, college students, those in transition. So if you're kind of in this whole transitional mode in regards to life, to, midlife crisis, career change, you're in just some type of transition, Double Down on You is specifically for you. It's really all about helping you to understand who you authentically are and different activities to really kind of uncover, things that you're interested in, but then to also come to grips with your faults and failures and understanding your triggers. I mean, it's a really cool workshop and presentation. So definitely, if you're interested in having me come out, visit IamMikeDorsey.com. IamMikeDorsey.com. I'd love to hear from you, and let's work out a time and an opportunity for me to come out and present to your group. So today we're going to dive into something that really just kind of laid on my spirit recently, and it's this concept of innovation and technology. Innovation and technology. So with innovation and technology, more and more scenarios and more opportunities come into play that helps to improve efficiency, right? They help to make things easier. Technology and innovation helps things to, be seamless. One click of a button and something is at your home in a couple of hours, right? Innovation and technology, makes it easy to get to where you're trying to go, right? If you need to get a ride somewhere, innovation and technology, literally the click of a button, you can have somebody, in front of your door in a couple of minutes taking you wherever you want to go. Innovation and technology, right? Innovation and technology is an awesome tool. But with that innovation and technology and with that efficiency that is created, a lot of times the efficiency comes from pulling out the interpersonal interactions. The efficiency comes from pulling out the interpersonal interactions. The efficiency comes from pulling out the interpersonal interactions. What does that mean? Things are getting easier because they're moving the human component out of the equation. Things are getting easier and more efficient because the human component is getting removed from the situation. And so we have to think about that. So obviously we all want stuff that's easy. We want one click. If it's more than 1 or 2 clicks, I'm not going to buy it. I want it delivered, drop shipped here, in a certain amount of time. I want to be able to go where I want to go. I want to be able to get the services that I need, and I want them done quick. It's all about efficiency. Technology has afforded that. But with that, it removes the need for interpersonal interactions. There was this concept that I came across not long ago. It's been a few years, but it was in office design. So one of the things in some of the tech spaces or some of the tech offices, they have a design in their office that encourages planned collisions, right? So the way that some of these things are strategically designed, or the way that some desk or the way that some work areas are designed, is that so that various departments or people within the organization, in essence, have planned collisions. They are, in essence, creating an opportunity for interpersonal interactions. Because if you look back at the history of it, a lot of great ideas spawn from planned collisions, from people in different departments or with different expertise or with different thought processes coming together, interacting, drumming up conversation and building relationship, and then things get created, and they see that as an innovative way to grow and develop. Planned collisions. I want you to think about planned collisions, but now think back to this whole concept of technology and innovation and how interpersonal interactions are getting weeded out. So to me, when I take a step back and I look at this and I look at both of these scenarios, I think that because of technology and innovation, we all need to figure out a way to facilitate planned collisions in our life. We have to facilitate planned collisions happening in our life. We have to be intentional about having interpersonal interactions with others, because technology and innovation are trying to completely remove that from the equation. So then what happens? So then we start having a generation of kids that grow up, and they can code and they can text and they can, do voice to this and use all these different, virtual reality or VR and AR or augmented reality. They can use all of these different technological innovations that make their life more efficient. But when you put them in the room with someone, do they know how to connect? It's interesting, right? Like literally you get into a room with someone and you don't know how to connect. And technology and innovation is facilitating this phenomenon where you have all the tech skills, 50 coding languages, and you know how to program this and code that and how to order this and all these apps. And I don't carry my wallet because I have this kind of pay and this kind of electronic something. I mean, you have all of these things, but that erodes this interpersonal interaction. And one of the things that I'm coming to realize in life is, everybody wants to get to a cool location, right? Growing up, everybody wanted to live in the big city. See, I'm from Augusta, so a lot of people talked about, I want to live in Atlanta, right? And I currently live in Knoxville, Tennessee. And, when you talk to younger folks, those that are just finishing college or kind of coming into their own professionally, and especially single ones, a lot of times they're wanting to go to a bigger city. It's like, they want to get to Nashville or Atlanta or Charlotte or New York or LA. They're looking to get somewhere. They're trying to get to a specific location. But one of the things that I'm coming to realize about life is that it's not necessarily the location, it's the people. It's not necessarily the location, it's the people. And so if you don't have strong interpersonal interactions, if you don't build strong relationships, what good is a dope location? And it goes back to what we're talking about. Technology and innovation starts to get people down this road of, I don't need people. I don't need to talk to a person on the phone. I can talk to a bot, or I can interact with a bot via a text chat. It's real. Like, that's where we are moving. So because we're moving there, we need to take a page out of, the tech space, or, the innovative office designs that happened in a lot of the tech space. And we have to facilitate planned collisions so that we don't lose sight of what's really important in life. And that thing that's really important in life is relationships. It's all about relationships. And to build relationships, we must have interpersonal interactions. We must have physical interaction. We must have connectivity with people. We're not going to build relationships by simply dealing with a bot or dealing with some type of technological intermediary. We have to focus on that. So again, technology and innovation is awesome. It's dope. It makes things efficient. But that efficiency comes from removing interpersonal interactions. Some tech companies saw the value in planned collisions, or when people from various departments interacted and built relationships, because that's where they saw innovation, and that's where they saw potential growth, or that's where they saw ideas being spawned, right? And then when you think about people wanting to move to different places, it's not about the location, it's about the people. Because you can go to a dope location, but if your relationships suck when you get there, that location, I don't care how hot it is, how cool it is, how, much stuff they have going on, if you don't have cool relationships, it ain't gonna matter. And so as all these things start to move in the direction of removing interpersonal interactions, we have to make it a point to facilitate interpersonal interactions, facilitate planned collisions, and never lose sight of the best thing that you can do in life is to build strong relationships. And that comes from interacting with other people. That comes from interacting with other people. Everything is built on relationships. I mean, even if you take this thing spiritual, I'm a Christian. It's all about my relationship with God. Relationship. Personal relationship. With my wife, it's a personal relationship. With my kids, personal relationship. My parents, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, my niece and nephew, my cousins, friends, frat brothers, everybody, uncles, aunts, grandmother. It's all about relationships. And the more we allow things to erode or remove the relationships out of our world, the more we're going to have issues. So embrace technology, embrace efficiency, embrace innovation, but also embrace relationships. All right. I hope you all follow that, but it was just something that was on my heart because, as you interact, or as I interact with folks from different generations, you start to notice these glaring differences. Those that grew up without technology, how everything for them is about a handshake and, a call, and they want to go into the bank and sit down with the representative, and they want to go in and know their, insurance agent. They want to know their mortgage broker. They want to know their real estate agent. Whereas you look as things kind of progress and, you start dealing with younger generations, some of them are less, it's less important to have a personal relationship. It's just all about efficiency. How can we make it fast and efficient? And so I can see the value of both sides to the coin, but at the end of the day, we still, no matter how efficient we become, no matter how technologically advanced we become, we cannot lose sight of the value of strong and meaningful relationships. So anyway, hope y'all got that. Hope that adds some value into your thought process today, and I hope that's something that you can take and apply to your life right now. As black fathers, as men, we cannot lose sight on the building of strong relationships. We're not units of production. Despite what a company might tell you, or despite how you might be evaluated, you're not a unit of production. You are a human being with emotional and, mental and spiritual things going on inside of you. And you need people, you need relationships, you need that to thrive and to grow. So don't ever lose sight of that as a man. All right. Well, hey, as always, again, visit blackfathersnow.com. Follow Black Fathers Now on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snap. No, I don't have Snapchat. Yeah. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Actually go to blackfamilyapparel.com. Grab some dope apparel that celebrates the nuances of the black family. And use the code FAMILY on Black Family Apparel to get 10% off. And, until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace.
Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.